Trying to snag tickets to the latest sold-out event, it can make a person feel downright desperate. Well, scammers are counting on it and are quick to follow the demand and the money. In today's Tech Check, Desert News columnist Amy Iverson says to take a pause before you purchase and protect yourself with important steps to help make sure your tickets are the real deal. Is this a big problem?
It is a big problem. Even just since the beginning of last year, when everyone's starting to go back, get into life, 21,000 complaints to the BBB, Better Business Bureau. And Taylor Swift is causing quite the ruckus because it's full. Their website, their scam tracker is full of people getting scammed for Taylor Swift tickets. But I also saw someone got scammed for Ted Nugent tickets. So, no one is safe. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was telling Amy during the commercial break, last summer I took matters into my own hands and decided to score the family some BYU baseball tickets. Googled it, went to a sponsored page. After checking with, my former baseball playing husband, Mark, he's like, how much did you pay for those tickets? I mean, it's so easy to get sucked down the hole. And Taylor Swift, of course, taking it to the next level. We talk about desperation. People are desperate.
Yes, I have a little FOMO myself, and that's one of the ways they do it. So those sponsored links can be fake.
Yeah.
You would never think that, but they can be. They can also just sell fake tickets, of course, but also kind of with the digital age, we saw this, that they'll buy one ticket, but then they digitally screenshot it, and they'll sell that same ticket to a whole bunch of people.
So it goes beyond just paying too much for a ticket. This is like you are flat out getting scammed.
Yes.
Okay, 4 things to do before we buy any ticket to any event for a greater possibility of getting a valid one. First is to confirm the website.
Yes, so kind of what you talked about with your baseball tickets. Never ever click through. We know that about everything, right?
Yeah.
A text, an email. You want to actually type in that website. Don't go with those sponsored links that might pop
Lesson
up.
learned.
Yeah.
Lesson
and
learned.
then the other thing is you want to make sure you don't do a misspelling, because these scammers are so smart. Sometimes they buy the one-offs.
Yeah.
StubHun instead of StubHub, and then that leads you to their site instead of the real one.
We often hear the advice, verify the seller. How do we do that?
Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it. One is actually calling the venue, because different venues will have authorized third-party sellers. And you can just ask them, who's authorized to sell tickets to your venue? That's one way. Another way is there's a group called the National Association of Ticket Brokers. For someone to be an authorized seller and a member of that, they have to give you some sort of guarantee that you're not going to get scammed. So you have some recourse if something were to happen, and I'll have that link where you can just click on there, see if they're a member. That's one way. And the last one is, I do this with everything I buy. Just type in the name of the seller and scam. Because if people have been scammed by that person, that business, you'll find it.
So it doesn't have to be a lengthy vetting process. It can be as simple as a Google search.
3 little things, yep.
And we can figure that out. Help us spot fake tickets.
Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
There's a couple ways you can do this. First of all, look at the venue. Sometimes these scammers are so lazy, they're putting tickets, sections and seats that don't even exist at the venue on their fake ticket. So it's, WW 23 and 24. They don't even have a WW in the venue. That's one easy way.
It's because scammers are so lazy. I'd prefer that over we are so dumb.
They are so smart and we are so dumb.
Come on.
Yes, but who would know that unless you look? The other one is the Ticketmaster is actually doing something kind of smart to help minimize this a little bit. So with our digital tickets, they have unique barcodes on those that refresh every 15 seconds.
Oh.
So that one I told you about where they're selling multiple people the same ticket,
yes.
Hopefully that won't happen as often. The other thing you can do is calling the venue to ask, do you accept digital and physical tickets, or what types do you even accept? Because if they only accept digital and someone's trying to sell you physical tickets, they're fake.
And for financial protection, you recommend using a credit card?
Yes, I recommend a credit card for all purchases, but especially for this one. So if you have someone who's asking you to pay any other way, Venmo, prepaid gift cards, prepaid money cards, you know that that's not a legit place. Credit cards are going to give you some sort of protection on the other end too.
Right.
So if someone's asking you not to pay with a credit card, that's a red flag.
Heads up. All right, you've got more details in your column this week. How can we read?
Yeah, Deseret.com. I'll have that link to that association. Just easy ways you can make sure you're not getting a dupe.
Yes.
Some dupes are good. These ones are not.
These are not. So for Taylor Swift and beyond, now we feel armed to take it on with confidence. Amy, thank you.
You're welcome.